Hey, do you have a moment for me? I'm Pia McLean, and I have a couple of questions for you. Do you mind? Have you ever thought about where did my money go? And how can I get my money back? And what can I do to keep my own money? And is there a way to make more money without getting another job? And how can I have my money make more money for me? You know, there is a formula for success in America, and it's not the same formula that the wealthy people have. You see, it didn't get me what I wanted before I had found out about this company. They told me to go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job with benefits, and get a 401k, and you could live happily ever after. Well, listen, I was born in West Palm Beach, Florida, but I was raised in New York City, right? And I always wanted, I didn't grow up in the best places, but I had plenty of love. But I always wanted to be wealthy. What about you? And as I was growing up, I worked hard. I did what I was supposed to do, but it just wasn't enough. And if the horse has died, you have to dismount it, right? Well, wealthy people know how to play the game, and they have a formula that's working for them. And we can get that formula too, right here at MWR Financial. They took some cash, they built or grew it as an asset, whether we are talking about stocks, bonds, real estate, or commodities. If it produces cash, independent of them, it is an asset. You know, they ran the same formula when my mentor introduced it to me. And I said, this is so simple. I got it. There's only one thing, though. I didn't have any cash. Because there are 4 dilemmas that I face, and we call them roadblocks. They are between us and the assets that we want to create, right? So if we get rid of those, we will be able to build more assets to create more cash. Anyone ever heard of taxes, debt, big business, and inflation? Well, if you ever want to know where your money went, it went right with those 4 roadblocks. Now, taxes and debt are married. Taxes take the first 1/3 of your paycheck if you're working a job. They take your income in taxes, the first 1/3. Sometimes we don't even see it coming, but it's gone, right? And then, because we don't have that 1/3, it usually leads us into debt, right? And sometimes they say we are paying Peter to pay Paul or something like that. So taxes and debt are married. And if you work for someone, the first 1/3 of your income goes to taxes without you even seeing it. And it leaves in the form of income taxes. And if you buy something, you get a sales tax. If you purchase a home, there's a property tax. And if you get a car for your birthday, there's an Avalon tax. And if you save the money and get interest, the interest also gets taxed. you are constantly getting taxed off that one check. And because we are so used to being taxed, we get comfortable, right? We get comfortable with being in debt. Taxes cause debt. And if it wasn't taken off the back, then we wouldn't have to worry about it, right? So, who always grew up wanting a house, a spouse, 2.5 kids, a white picket fence, right? And a dog named Spot. So if you watch the television and the movies and commercials and everything, the dogs also have a family too. And sometimes they have a dog too. You know that sometimes there's something wrong with that formula, right? But here is the problem. If you don't have the $400,000 for a new house, don't worry, we'll give you a mortgage. If you don't have the $50,000 for a new car, we'll give you a car note. If you don't have $100,000 a semester to send your scholar, your precious baby, to school, we give you a student loan, right? And long after those things are gone, we are left in debt. And the debt is still with our family because 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3, right? And then, after it's already gone to taxes and debt, here comes big business and inflation. We call them the bad children, right? So, to close your money out, right? Somebody's always there trying to get your money. Big business has all the marketing holidays. Just think about it. Right now, we're in the month of October, and at the end of the month is Halloween. And they've already started Halloween way back in July and August. You see stores that change over just like that, right? Candy, costumes, taking your money. Then there is Christmas. We got Christmas. Not only that, before Christmas, we have Thanksgiving. We have Brown Thursday. We have Black Friday. We have Cyber Monday. On and on and on to take the rest of your money. And then we have inflation. And usually inflation is the silent killer. But inflation is now screaming its head off. We have hyperinflation. If you go into, because of COVID, if you go into the stores, I used to be able to get a big box of cereal for maybe $3 and something. Now that same box of cereal has shrunk down and the cost is even more. Not only that, it is hitting us at the gas pumps over and over again. It is no longer silent. You know, I'm not here to talk about doom and gloom, but the more you make, the more they take. And you know, we all have different dreams, but one thing that we have in common is we all want to be wealthy. What are we doing about it? I have a solution for you, and it's been helping me, and it's called MWR Financial, which stands for Making Wealth Real. If you want more information about it, hit me up, 443-342-5914. I got you. Let's win the money game. Bye now. Just a moment with Pierre.